Welcome back to Big Mouth and fancy seeing you here. How many YouTubers give you the opportunity to get to know them? I'm going to give you that opportunity. Now, you may not want that opportunity. You may turn off. But I'm going to tell you something about me. First of all, there's something you need to know about me. I'm really irresponsible. I drink too much. I smoke too much. I take drugs, I know. And I have too much sex, right? You could even call me a sex addict. So all my life, I didn't really amount to anything. I was doing the wrong thing all the time. I didn't give a shit about no one, to be honest with you. And what happened was I fell out with my friends of 20 years. So my parents were desperate for me to come over here because they're both disabled and they needed looking after. So I decided to do that. So one night I'm in Ayia Napa, sitting on my own, getting totally drunk. And then this beautiful woman sitting next to me, and she goes, "I've got an opportunity of a lifetime for you." So I said, "All right then." yeah, right. So she goes, "I'd love you to be on our TV show, Ayia Napa Raw." So I said, "All right, what is it then?" She told me it's a reality show. I was so pissed. I signed the contract there and then. I said, "But why are you offering me this?" She goes, "Well, I've seen your social media. You're fantastic." I said, "Well, right." So anyway, next morning, I'd obviously forgotten all about it. And I got the phone call and the rest was history. So I actually won the reality show, right? And it was an amazing experience. I'd never been on TV before, so it was really intimidating, but I decided just to be myself. And that's what won it for me. It was literally not a big deal. We're not talking about Big Brother or Love Island here. They literally were filming us holding a handheld camera. It was very, very amateur stuff. And it was for a local station called Ayia Napa TV. So I don't even think you can find it on YouTube. So that's how it began for me. So I went to work because I couldn't even go to Ayia Napa without being mobbed after that. And so what happened was I had been developing these dramas. And I had this idea of developing the first English dramas on Cyprus TV. So I went to a few of the networks. So I had an agreement with one of the networks. So I started developing the dramas for about a year. But unfortunately, we couldn't agree on the direction to do this. I think it was a bit too ambitious for them. So I made an agreement with another network. So ever since then, I've been developing these dramas. And I'm actually working on the first English sitcom that will ever air on Cypriot TV later next year. And I'm also developing the dramas. But this is a bit random, actually. I also recently completed my first adult movie, yes, starring and directing it. So that was fun. It was fun to do it, to be honest. Porn is hard work, honestly. Porn is hard work, but it's a lot of fun. So I'm doing all these things now, and my life's just changed so dramatically. It really is unbelievable. When I came over here, I didn't expect this to happen to me. And I think this is what life is sometimes. Sometimes life throws you these curveballs. So, as I left the UK, I had no more friends anymore. I felt worthless. And I think this is a message to anyone. Put yourself out there. If you've got the idea of going on the internet and putting yourself out there, don't think, "Oh, what are people going to think?" Just be you. Check me out on Instagram. Check me out on Snapchat. Check me out on Twitter. On Twitter, I'm Movies TV Mad, by the way, so check me out on there. And I just say whatever I want. Mostly people ignore me because I'm not that big a deal. I mean, I'm doing all this stuff, but to be fair, not many people outside of Cyprus have actually heard of me, so I don't get much attention. So it's actually great. I can say whatever the fuck I want. And it's just recently in June I decided to do this YouTube channel. And where am I? Just over 360 subscribers. Now, this is quite good. It doesn't sound good, but it's quite good because I've never advertised it. I've never bought fake subscribers, and I will never do that. And I think I've explained that to you guys before. It was an experiment to see what I could achieve with this channel. I hope you enjoy the channel. If you've subscribed, thank you very much. And if you are enjoying it, please spread the word.